Yo, 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 what up, stream? How we doing? How we doing? What up, Willin? What up, Chris? What's going on today, fellas? How we doing? How we doing? Let's get the stream going. What's up, boys? How we doing? Howdy, howdy, howdy. What is this? Bridge POV. Oh, you know. Okay. Yup. Yup. Deep stuff. Oh, you wait, you can't hear the TTS? What? I heard that whole thing. You couldn't hear any of that? Wait, could you hear the resub? Are my alerts broken again, man? Gaslight. I heard the whole thing. Oh my god. All right. Well, Tiny, thank you so much for the 10 months. Welcome back, homie. Appreciate you and all you've been doing for the guild. You're a beast. That is kind of crazy to think about. That is crazy to think about. Now I kind of feel bad for the loaf of bread that's sitting on my counter. Today a T2 build discussion day. I will have a T2 build discussion day as soon as we get the date for T2. So I guess tomorrow. Given it's in a decent timeline and doesn't make everyone just quit. Because right now, T2 still feels like, you know, it feels like a fairy tale. Feels like a myth. Like, who knows when that shit is actually coming out, you know? But then tomorrow, we're going to get a date announcing officially when T2 is coming. Like, at that point, we start cooking. At that point, we start cooking. What up, Fountain? How are you? Mr. Green, why were you under the bridge? Getting my... Well, I mean, originally I started AFKing under the bridge for runes. But now it's really more so about the cooking ingredients. You're telling me I don't have to farm as many scorpions? Or when I run out of... apple pies, I won't have to go farm more golden apples. Like, I'm down. I'm motherfucking down. I guess the nice thing is, like, at least everything in the build planner is like pretty much announced, right? In terms of it, like, it's actually going to be coming with our version of the game. We'll see for sure. Only question mark is the T3 dungeons and the T2 gear that comes from those. There's T2 gear that comes from T3 dungeons? How the hell does that even make sense? How the hell do... That guy uses fear from above in PvE? Or death from above? I love just queuing. I've been queuing T2s as a tank. As spear dagger. So essentially every run I just have 5 DPS. Now that I have like a decent amount of survivability. Easy. Chat, how's your weekend? What'd you guys get up to? What'd you guys get up to? Guys doing bow spear. Another marker. Another marker. Dude, I can't tell you, chat, the amount of T2 dungeons that I've been running ever since they added chest to crypt. It's actually been insanity. Jeez. Chat, you guys could hear the music though, right? Oh. We have a pretty big war tonight. We're fighting TC. Should be fun. We've never fought them yet. We've kind of been doing a world tour, decking on a lot of guilds, trying to see everyone's like strength, see where we stand comparatively. It's been pretty fun. What up, Blaze? How you doing, bro? Can't wait for the stream with comms. You have any stream the war comms? My shaka or shy? My shaka or shy? What up, Blaze? How you doing, bro? Good to see you, homie. Do. Mm. Dude, that bridge gives me... Have you guys ever done the VR thing where you're like... You go up in the elevator and then you have to like walk the plank? Have you guys ever done that VR? Dude, I have like the biggest fear of heights. And I did that in VR and oh my god, bro. Swear to god, I almost fucking shit my pants, low key. Someone else has to have 1 CC, bro. Come on. You fragged 165 kills at Siege yesterday? Spear Dagger is just him. Damn. 165? What server are you on, Shifty? You're popping off. You're on Lasland. Okay. That's fucking sick, bro. Were you guys defending or attacking? And did you end up winning? I gotta try this event bait out. It's only 5 of it. It's not a lot. Yeah. What up, big dog? What'd you get? Ooh. Damn. That's about to hit. How do you... Gotta have it. Yeah, are you? Dr. Pepper is prune juice? What? Is that one of the 21 flavors or whatever the fuck it is? The main flavor is prune. Will hack the formula. That is also prunes. Oh, hell no. For sure. Might be some dill, you know? Dude, yesterday during the siege, the daggers felt really good, like outside of the castle, but then kind of like once we were inside, you know, everything's a choke. So even though I'm like proccing the re-stealth, I'm just getting spammed by AoEs. So. But yeah. Oh, that's interesting. That'd be really good for large scale. Very what up, pebbles? My siege kills were not great, but you know, I mean, you had a task. You had a job. Yo, Vicia, thank you for the 67 months. Appreciate you. Oh, this fine Monday is going, Vicia. It's going, you know. Dude, first of all, thank you so much for the resub and the long-term support. It means a fucking lot. Thank you so much. For like the last week, I think I've been drinking too much coffee since we got this espresso maker in the house. And I think it's raised my cortisol levels, and because of that, I've been having trouble sleeping, essentially like getting a full night's sleep. So for like the last week, I've been going to bed at like pretty early, like 9 or 10, sleeping for 4 hours, waking up, then I'll be awake randomly for like 3 or 4 hours in the middle of the night. And then I'll go back to sleep, and then I'll just fucking... I essentially have been taking like 2 naps. Drink water? Dude, I've been drinking so much water. This is actually... Let me drink this one. But yeah, I've been like double napping. Which, to be honest, I feel rested, but at the same time, like... I can kind of feel it in my head, in my brain, that I'm like not as sharp as I could be. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I've lowered myself down to 1 cup of coffee per day, so I'm trying to savor it. Them headaches behind your eyes when you don't get enough sleep is the worst. True. Not wrong. I feel like I've been getting enough sleep, but the sleep's just felt like a little bit broken, you know? So, we gotta get that in line, and then we'll be chilling. Dude, I'm so excited for the announcement tomorrow. Please give us a decent timeline, bro. I don't feel like I'm asking too much. Maybe I am. As long as we get a decent timeline, like I'm happy. I'm good to go. Yeah, I didn't apparently Blue like reviewed TC's POV of the siege and was just like roasting the fuck out of them. So I don't know what happened on their side, but yeah. I mean, yeah. But at the same time, like I feel like we did. I don't know. But I feel like we choked super hard. Like it was kind of like the last siege that we like were in there and then we lost. It's just like beating ourselves essentially. But just like kind of panic calls at the end. Shit. But live and learn. They gotta finish the merges first. Maybe do a hyper boost. If it's in February, I'll be surprised. Dude, I feel like it kind of has to be in February. I feel like it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's essentially what it comes down to is like, yes, you should be following the general calls, but at the same time, like playing off your party is very important. Because it's not like he's going in there and like out of party healing, you know? So. Zeta, thank you for the 71 months. Much love, homie. Welcome back. No alerts, my alerts are fucking broken again, dude. They're fucking broken again, dude. Thank you so much for the 71. I appreciate you. Just know that it went off in my ears. I heard it. Yeah. 100p. What up? Yeah. Because, I mean, once summoned by ourselves is not going to fight an alliance. And then if we are put in a situation in the 5 minutes after that where we can use our summon with our alliance and we don't have it, we just look like idiots. You know? So it's just like following the calls, essentially. Yeah, we were both set up in the hallway, and then he. I mean, let me mute my mic real quick on stream. Oh my God, Jovel, thank you for the 68 months. Yes, with the prime, dude. No alerts. Show daggers. Sheesh. Yo, thank you guys so much. We got the 10 dogs. We do. Sheesh. We got the daggers. GM abuse. Darren, pull me one more time, motherfucker. Pull me one more time. Putting on a reset. Listen, I'm literally tanking for you, okay? Put some respect. If I join Vert, can I have some Arc Boss updates? I mean, yeah, you need a wand, bro. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's ultimately what it comes down to, is like feeding info. I think is fine, but I mean, we had some people unmute and like try to make calls, which I thought like that should not be happening. Yeah, but feeding info I think is always okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. True. Yeah, I believe it. You shit. What the hell? Yeah. What the foot? Is your playlist public? This is my Spotify DJ. DJ. My actual Spotify playlist is public though, and a lot of these songs, you know, are like based off, you know, my actual playlist. You gonna build melee evasion and abuse invis in T2? I mean, dude, I think like, I don't know. I've seen the builds that are like triple evasion. Honestly, I have been leaning more towards like melee ranged evasion, and because of that, I think, you know, obviously having the stealth reset would be really nice, but on top of that, there's also like, I saw a node, I think it was for daggers, that allows you to evade like 100% of magic damage for like a couple seconds every 30 seconds. So if I go like melee range and then I spec into that node as well, like it'll even help give survivability against magic as well. Yeah, the triple evasion does seem like a bait for sure. It does. I've been leaning super heavy towards melee range. I don't know, what do you guys think? Any spear dagger players figure out your build for T2? Such a rat. It doesn't step. No. What is happening? I think Vanguard set is a meta golem because of how much endurance fortitude gives, but I don't know yet. My problem with fortitude, I just like, unless you're playing like an SNS or even like a healer, I don't really see value in endurance unless you have self-sustain. Like I really don't. I just think like the possibility of taking 0 damage with evasion and even like evading CCs has just infinite more value than like just always taking chip. But sometimes it's gonna be less, sometimes it's gonna be more, you know? So I think like I'm gonna have a more offensive build and aim to have 2 evasions stacked pretty high. And then, you know, rely on smoke screen, rely on, you know, stealth reset, rely on that like magic evasion node. I think all those things together will help my survivability a lot. The issue with the endurance is people all try to go triple endurance and only get enough to cover base crit chance. Endurance over a person's crit causes min hits, having 600 more endurance. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's just like, I don't know. As someone that's like very DPS focused, I just don't see much value in the endurance personally. I'd rather have the evasion and like have the capability and ability to just evade CCs. It's just sounds so broken. I mean, sounds so broken. It is so broken. Especially with the amount of evasion that you can get in T2. You going melee evasion, range evasion, or range endurance? Huh. Yeah, I haven't looked into a build that is like melee evasion, range endurance. That might be an interesting angle. If they didn't nerf the Greatsword passive that gives 600 evasion from 600 max to 263 max, what do I got in range melee? Plan on swapping to triple endurance with Bo Dag. With the endurance, like the like roll change turns what was it, Shadow Walker into endurance. That does seem pretty interesting. That does seem pretty interesting, and it allows you to get very high endurance. I just don't really know, like, what do people's crit levels look like going into T2? I think the goal would be able to get 2K, 2K, 1K with buffs. 1500 to 1600, that's it? I have 1400 crit unbuffed right now. Do you miss BDO combat versus this? Oh, of course. Of course. I think like for the foreseeable future, BDO will remain #1 for its combat in like the MMO category. But unfortunately, you also have to take into consideration the content surrounding the combat, and that's kind of where my issue is with BDO at the moment. AOS is back, which is exciting, and that's kind of like I've been considering logging into BDO, maybe doing some AOS. I mean, let's put it this way: if the what happened? If the announcement comes out tomorrow, and it's not like you know, on a relatively decent timeline, I'm probably going to start logging into BDO again and doing like AOS and stuff. I'm just getting this dungeon over and over and over. Because I've actually been wanting to play AOS and stuff, but I just haven't, you know, I've been enjoying Throne and been wanting to grind this game, but if they give me a reason to not want to grind this game, as in giving us a date that's like too far in the future, I'm definitely gonna probably take a break and play some BDO again. You can't full send hit and crit damage and some kind of defense. It's got to be one or the other, huh? I bet my wiener it's gonna be early April or end of March. Hey, no way, bro. If the announcement is that far away, this game's gonna be fucking dudge. This game's gonna be dudge. I think for a lot of people to be happy, it has to happen in February. I think for like the very latest would be beginning of March for people to not just like say, okay, it's over. There's legit nothing left to do right now. Yeah, I mean, it's just like 99% of the things you could do right now are just like prepping for content. They're like prepping for T2. So many people gonna crash out if it's not February. Yeah, no, I agree 100%. I think if they want to make a majority of the player base happy, it has to be in February, because they set out, you know, when they first brought this game to global, their whole goal was to have, you know, essentially like a release schedule that was in line with players' progression, right? That's like the whole thing that they promised. I have an ult that's a Scorpion. For T2, would y'all recommend a swap to Spear Dag or Greysword Dag? I mean, crossbow can be very, very good in T2, just depending on how you want to build it. That being said, I've heard mixed things about Spear Dagger. so I'm not too sure about it myself, but I know Greatsword Dagger is very strong in T2. There's no way it's in February? Why do you say no way? We've been sitting here without a content update since the end of December. Most people don't have max runes yet or fully geared. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. With the release of like T2 and Talandra, you could continue to work on your runes, right? And like the people that are quote unquote like done with their runes are gonna have to start leveling runes up to 80. So not having max runes, I don't think is like a reason to hold off on content being released. They're gonna do server merges first. I mean, I could see that being a possibility, but again, like those two things don't really need to coincide, right? December 5th? Wait, December 5th was the rune update? Runes aren't really content. In my eyes, the runes in this game should be like something you earn while doing other content that's actually enjoyable. You know, like I understand the dimensional runs and the dimensional trials and like them getting harder and harder and harder and shit. That's cool, but like I kind of like the idea of like upgrading your runes just by doing other activities in the game. December 5th was runes and spear. Have I already been playing this for 2 months? That's fucking crazy. Considering they fuck up the game every maintenance of small patches, I wonder what's gonna happen if they release T2 and try to merge servers. I mean, shit, you're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that. Unfortunately, bro, I feel like it's like such an AGS problem. We kind of dealt with the same thing in New World, just like consistently bugged patches. You know, them introducing new bugs, having to roll back servers to previous patches. Took you 2 to 3 weeks to send the spear? It was 1 week, Willard. What are you talking about? It took me 1 week to swap spear. We got spear, and then on the next maintenance day, I re-rolled. I did not take a month to swap spear. You are out of your damn mind. You are out your damn mind. Yeah, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Do. So many people swap spear, but people are sleeping on how strong Greatsword Dagger is in this current meta. I think Greatsword Dagger is pretty damn strong. The only problem is that because of spear, a lot more people have started speccing heavier into melee defenses, both endurance and evasion. So I think even though Greatsword Dagger is strong, I think that has made it, you know, weaker. Unfortunately. It's kind of like a side effect. Jump the spears, yeah. The issue that you run into is all the spear players that are playing melee evasion. Then there's the counter to the counter. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. Welcome on in. What makes Spirit hard to deal with in small scale is that you can't really disengage. Yeah, the slow is pretty crippling. But on the flip side, in small scale, a lot of the time Spear's not going to be able to do the same amount of damage. Dude. We could have killed it before this phase, Dewin. Pull me out the boss. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So Spear in small scale, your damage falls off pretty significantly as long as the players you're fighting are smart and like don't clump up. You got Tevin, we got the daggers. We got the daggers. We got the daggers. I'm hyped. This is pretty much the only arc boss weapon I want. Obviously that might change, you know, if we go T2, we drop a little Cordy, you know what I'm saying? Might have to spin a couple times. We're done. Thanks for the runs. GG's, fellas. GG's. Fuck you, Darren. But GG's to everybody else. All right, how much time? We got 21 minutes till nighttime. Could do a couple T1s. Did I buy my chaos? I did, yeah. I actually haven't hit that shop in a minute. We're up to 150 coins, dude. I'm telling you, the amount of T2s I've been running, I'm like sick in the head. Sick in the head, bro. Okay, trade unlocks I think are the next biggest value. And then what do you think training do? Training do. Yeah. Do. You can use do on the other weapons though, for when they add the mastery. You can, yeah. Currently, I am halfway through 19 on daggers and then almost halfway through 17 on spear. We're getting there. We're getting there. I did chaos, then books, then trade unlocks. Oh, you did the books. Why'd you do the books? I'm gonna try and get the dues. Ideally, if I could get the dues, the precious polished, and then maybe some of the trade unlocks. Alt spec enjoyer. Yeah, I mean, if you're playing multiple weapons, I could see it for sure. The trade unlocks, I mean, that's 100 trade unlocks. That's such high value. I just spent quite a few trade unlocks on my daggers. I'm almost up to... I have 9 times 12 chests and 494 T2 chests, 710 T1 chests, plus like the individual tokens that I have that got put in the currency tab. The books are expensive, especially for, I mean, unless you're like fresh rerolled to a new class or something. I just don't see a ton of value in them at the moment, but you know, obviously if you need them, you need them. Any idea what the recommended minimum evasion should be for T2? I mean, I think that heavily depends on like what buffs you have in your kit. But ideally, like with buffs, I would, if you could hit around like high 2000s to 3000, I think you're gonna be feeling pretty comfy at that point. Because like right now for Spear with Nimble plus Shadow Walker, I mean, I'm already hitting like 2700 ranged evasion, right? Which is fucking, I mean, that's pretty nuts. So I think my goal with Spear Dagger is to have around like 3 to 3.1k with my, you know, roll buff, and then if I can hit around 3k melee evasion, I'll be happy with that, and then everything else will just be offensive. Do you think 3.3k melee, 2.2k range magic unbuffed would be enough? You have all of that unbuffed? Yeah, I mean, that build would be fucking nasty. Because you get like 1,000 range evasion from Nimble and Shadow Walker, and then you get 690 magic, so that would put you almost, you know, almost 3k magic. But the only concern I have with that build is like, what does your offensive stats look like? Like, what's your hit look like? What's your crit damage? That's Dawn Mist set, Forgotten Assassin, both 2-piece. We're gonna be so I was talking about this earlier, but I'm gonna be doing a lot of like builds, assuming they give us a decent timeline for T2. I'm gonna start doing a lot of builds tomorrow after the announcement, and kind of settle in on a build that I want. 1678, 1400 hit. It's not bad. It's not too bad. Dawn Mist. What's the Dawn Mist set bonus? I feel like that was one of the offensive set bonuses, right? Range magic evasion is up 250 for the 2-piece. And what's Forgotten Assassin give you? Is that also defensive? Mm-hmm. All evasion up 110 and again 110 for party members. Ah. I forgot that T2 introduces the party, like the like party buffs as part of your sets. It's actually super interesting because like how many can you just stack that like with the full party? Like if a full party has Forgotten Assassin, does everyone, you know, does it stack? I don't know. That'd be interesting. Carnix doesn't stack? That is true. No way it stacks? Probably not. But it'd be interesting. Yeah, it's a very nice build, but I'm not sure how much damage it will hurt without crit damage. Probably be pretty significant loss, to be honest. Like that build has a ton of survivability, but I think the damage loss is going to be very apparent. Considering, where do you get 25% crit damage from in T2? Mm-hmm. Chat, what have you guys been doing to prep for T2? Or have you guys just been kind of chilling, playing other games? I feel like it's kind of a mixed bag right now. Like some people are like, yeah, I'm gonna go hard, prep for T2, get all my gear, work on my Solent, stack blessings. Other people are like, man, this is taking way too long. I'm gonna go play Marvel Rivals. Imperial Tracker? Well, I mean, that's if you're running that set. But the set he just talked about, he's not running it. Sitting on so many raw mats, trade on lockstones, got a few pieces of blessing stacked as well. You're juicing. Imperial Tracker is boss exclusive. It's gonna take a bit to get. Ah, okay. Only 2 pieces are field boss. The other 3 are from dungeons. Oh, wait, really? So you can still get the, is it a 2 set or a 4 set bonus for the crit damage? I made 1 weapon, 7k blessing. That's about it. Besides hoarding. Yeah, fried rice. I've been doing a whole lot of hoarding. Probably not enough stacking, but cross that bridge when we get there, you know? 2 set is for the crit. Interesting. So you could potentially get the 2 set from dungeons, but maybe it's not the most optimal setup. Four pieces buff duration. Eesh, don't need that. Don't need that. Maybe it's the boots. That's from the field boss. Are the boots like the best piece? Dude, I really, really hope. Oh man, this is such copium, but I really hope the timeline is T2 Talandre into server merge. I really, really hope that's the timeline. But I feel like that's such cope. I don't know. I'm hoping. I'm trying to be optimistic and hopeful. And pray that AGS knows how desperately we need. How desperately we need content. Server merge will come before T2, 100%. Don't say that, man. Don't say that. Don't. No, you don't say that. No, you don't say that. Boots and chests are the only good pieces. No wonder I gave up that set. Are boots and chests both from the boss? Canada? T2 will be March. Tico has always said end of quarter 1. I doubt Xerath is going to get merged. No, I mean, I don't really think Xerath needs merged. Like, I feel like our server population is more than healthy enough. I mean, it would be cool. Don't get me wrong. It would be kind of cool if they merged, like, maybe a smaller server into Xerath, just so we see some new faces, but I don't think it's a necessity. Boots and chests are from the field boss, and those are the best pieces. Go figure. Chad, do you guys know, like, do we get new guild house bosses? Like, do we get new bosses with Talandry for the guild house? Yeah, we do. Ah, okay. Yo, dude, did you get a fresh cut? Looking clean. What up, Zumba? No, dude, I did this myself, actually. My beard was kind of getting a little long and unruly. So I got out the trimmer, the clippers. Kind of took my time with it, but you know, I feel like it turned out pretty good. What up, Char? Wait, is this the nighttime demon Char? The one dagger extraordinaire? What up? Thank you, Zumba. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I think, dude, every time I do this, like every winter, right? I'm like, okay, winter time. It is I. Please stop jumping on me, bro. Stop killing my healers. All right, we got to come to a mutual agreement where if we see each other, we just look, we just make eye contact, and we both just, you know, just go the other way. I can make that happen. Damn, you got power like that? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Void Stalker set looks good. Heal for 5% of the damage on crit, but it's a 4 set. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like for the most part, 4 sets need to be like really fucking strong to give up some of the 2 sets in this game, because a lot of the time the 2 sets seem better than the 4 sets. So it almost always seems like it's worth to go with 2 different 2 sets over the 4 sets. Vanguard should give 30 base damage. Is it Aridus staff? Built in? Do. Smaller servers are not ready for the shit show that is Xerath. Yeah, probably not. But I kind of did that to ourselves, huh? We created like a PvP server. So it's like very apparent that not a lot of guilds like want to come join this shit show. The stipulation is that you have 50 fortitude on Vanguard or Oblivion. What set are you guys talking about? Vanguard is more of an endurance set. I need to start like, yeah, thank you for the follow. I need to start looking more into T2 sets, and I will start doing that tomorrow with the announcement. But I've kind of just been holding off. So a lot of the sets you guys are talking about, I don't really know the stats or the bonuses or whatever. Wait, what? How did I get that channel off? Yeah, thank you guys for the follows. I appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. Valk, what's up? Good evening. Good evening and welcome. Good evening and welcome. Dude, the scythe is so cool. You guys think they're gonna introduce scythe as like the next weapon? They can make it like they can make it magic. Oh yeah, I remember them talking about adding gauntlets at one point. But I feel like going from spear into gauntlet is kind of weird. Like doubling up back-to-back melee weapons. Dawn Mist 4-piece gives 35 base damage increase as well. 250. Oh, that's right. Because that was the... I think that was the set I was looking at if I went crossbow. Dagger gauntlets? I mean, that could be kind of... That could be kind of fucking sick, honestly. Just a super melee heavy, like... Just fucking beat the shit out of somebody. Did you get to play the KR version of TL? No, I never did. To be honest, up until like a week and a half before this game came out on global, I wasn't even planning on playing it. For the most part, everything I saw looked kind of meh. And the last time I did research on the game, it was still like... That was when I saw the videos of it being like essentially like a mobile autoplay. You know, you had the, I think it was called like Astral Combat or whatever it was. And so that's kind of how I viewed the game. And I was like, why would I want to play a game that just autoplays, you know? And then, you know, about a week and a half until the game came out, I was like, oh, you know, let me watch another video. And I watched some updated like KR videos. And I was like, wait, the game doesn't look half bad now. I was like, the game doesn't look half bad now. Like, no, maybe I'll check this out. And I hit up all the homies and like, no one really wanted to play, but everyone kind of hit me with the like, you know, like if you're playing, I'll check it out. Like if you're playing, like maybe I'll try it. And so finally I was like, you know what? Like I was like, fuck, okay, I'll be the GM if you guys come play. And then like within 2 days of saying that, we had like 50 people that were wanting to play and join. And then when the game came out, we had a full guild like 2 days into the game. So it yeah, the start was a big learning curve because honestly nobody in the guild really like had any want or desire to play the game until like pretty much a week before. And then at that point the only guides and info we had to go off of were like the max roll guides people were putting together Which, I mean, come to find out, a lot of those builds and a lot of those guides were just on like really bad. But you know, we had no way of knowing because we didn't play KR. I feel like, you know, and I feel the same way about T2. But I feel like knowing what gear set you're gonna go and how you want to build is not nearly as important as knowing where the actual items come from and how realistic it is to build those. Because that was like the biggest issue. Oh, that guy's dead as fuck. That was like my biggest issue when in T1. Like, I had no idea where any of the gear came from, and I was just going off a build that was essentially like, you know, it was one of the better builds. Honestly, when I look at it now, I'm like, okay, the hit was way too low, the crit was way too low. Like, it definitely could have been done better, but I had no idea that all the gear that I was looking at getting all came from like field bosses that weren't going to be released into the game until like a month and a half, 2 months into the timeline. And that just really like that fucked up my build so badly, because I was just sitting there like kind of like a half-ass build. A lot of like both of my 2 sets were incomplete because I was just waiting on content to get released. And yeah, that's why the codex was so helpful. I had these plans for the tree cap, the belt, then I found out they're both arc boss drops. I mean, that's not bad, you know. Just get a couple arc boss drops. Sofa, what's up, brother? How you doing? With material transmutation, we won't have any shadow harvester pant items realistically. Material transmutation, we won't have any shadow harvester pant items. What? What are you saying, Will? Are we in the tomorrow waiting room? Yeah, I mean, I'm basically just going through the motions. Running a bunch of dungeons. I'm gonna stack up my tokens just in case, you know, by some miracle. By some miracle, you know, what we potentially get T2 sooner than later, you know. I'll have my tokens stacked up. Shadow harvester pants are like 20k because everyone wanted them. Juno was rarish and came late. Material transmutation. Oh yeah, I mean, if that existed at the time, sure. But we didn't get, I mean, by the time we got the material transmutation, like everybody was pretty much done with gear, or almost done. Like, I remember when it came out, pretty much the only thing I needed was my ring of power, and I tried to gamble for it and just never got it. We're gonna gamble accessories, especially if we don't get Nebula day 1. But do you think if we don't get Nebula day 1, the accessories probably won't be in the transmutation until we get Nebula, right? We won't have one super rare expensive item in T2 like that because we have the material transmutation. But does everything get put on that list? Like, are we gonna have those arc boss drops and shit in the transmutation? That Maxwell page states what's not in the material transmutation. When is Questlog gonna get this stats? Or get that feature? Maxwell supremacy? Dude, Questlog is just, it looks so much better. Steel fist dent warp. Whoa. Krypton. Everyone dead. GG. Jumba dog. Coming crypt. Coming crypt, big dog. Dude, these guys are so tanky, man. Oh, I should have got out while I could. Step on this for some mana. Okay. Like, so out of mana. Just gonna get out of here. I'm in Colonel's group. If you want to join up Alliance. He just died. Do a little reset. TnL Spears. What's my CP now? I am 4476. What up, Bento? How you doing? Do. I got insta slept. Fuck. Oh, I got curse bombed. Bareback. Oh my god, bro, that curse bomb damage. Holy fucking shit. Think we're grouping up treat. Hey there, soon smashing our app. Enjoy that app, man. Go crazy. Oh, we're about to get bombed super hard. Chilling. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to go down there. I said we just go. We'll lead them down there. Dog walk them. Yeah, yeah. Oh, did we get hit in the back? Yes, we did. You guys done? Yeah. It's just how they roll. Yeah, yes. Oh my god. Nah, I mean, you kept me up for so long. It's crazy, actually. Yeah, it's crazy how, I don't know. I feel like most people have adapted to the spear by now. Like Spear still does a fuck ton of damage, but it's so apparent. Like, where's our alliance? Are they back at tree? Yeah, take a peek. No. Yeah, there's a lot of people that swap T1. There's a lot of people that swap melee evasion gear, but there's also a lot of people that stacked like skill damage as well, which I think is pretty good. Skill damage res. That's what I meant to say. Let me finish that thought. It's kind of dumb of me to suicide there. Try to bomb and then it's going for the stealth reset, but obviously did not get the kill. Shit, we got a second healer. Shit. Yeah. Coming. Oh, I got feared instantly. Get up. Oh yeah, 28 online. GG. Come here. It is. Yep. It is still early, but nice. Oh. That smoke here? Oh, I'm getting fucking bullied. No! Guy lived with fucking like 100 HP, man. Yeah, I just... It's kind of feels like it's just our party. Like all these pushes, I don't know. They're so grouped in those holes over here. Do. Screw pipe here. Oh yeah, this door is fat. Come on, cookies. Is he melee evasion? Nice. Nice. Okay. And you go down the stairs. Down the stairs, down the stairs, down the stairs. Bro, please come down, man. Oh, there. Okay. They're starting to come down. Fucking 5 minutes out there die, but you know, all good. Oh, okay. I just blew up. All right. Let's try and get down. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh my god. I was like, let me just reinforce this. You three were the only ones left. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's been a brawl, chat. It's pretty fun though. It's pretty fun. Getting bombed by two different alliances right there. That's tough. Oh, it's over. Okay. GG's. GG. All right. Let's do, where are my contracts at? Oh, my contracts are capped? The foot? Yeah. Just got done with some crypt. Where are you? Where are you? That your new boo? Pretty good. Okay. How's it the Nisa healer? It's pretty good. All right. That's some fun PvP. Chat, we really gotta cook up a T2 build. As long as the announcement, we are folding and swapping to melee evasion. Who? Who? I know you ain't talking to me. I know you ain't talking to me. Me? No, no, Char. Char, no, 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 no. I'm not melee evasion? Same. What are you talking about? You gotta stop solo fearing me, man. That's the Azza special. That's the Azza special. We go melee and live a carefree life. Smoke screen for range. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going melee. You must have been in smoke screen. Yeah. It's crazy to me that like it's crazy to me that like smoke screen blocks stuff like Phoenix Barrage. Like there's very few spear skills that actually like go through smoke screen. Even though, like, I don't know. Like, would you consider this a ranged projectile? I mean, it's got some range on it with the heroic spear. That's for sure. I don't think I ever solo fear, but sometimes you guys just walk away from the group. Nah, that's cap. That is cap. That is cap, 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 cap. Not cap, definitely cap. That's Cap City. Cap Central. Captopia, if you will. I got curse spawn today for like the maybe like the second time ever by Hottie. I feel like normally I evade something in the combo and it allows me to survive, but Hottie connected everything and I just fucking fell over. Maybe I get world bosses when it's 1v15, my alliance doesn't want to come. Oh, then, you know, while I'm fighting the other alliance, you just fucking solo fearing me in the back. That shit does not feel great. Was it me? Cap. Cap. You're just capping on capping on capping. Chat, what do we think? Tomorrow's the big announcement. What date are you guys estimating? I'm saying mid-February. I'm saying mid-February. March? Oh. Dude, if it's March, it has to be at the beginning of March. It has to be. Original late March. Then when they see a 50% decrease in the player base mid-February, right? Like that's my entire thing. Is like when the game first launched, they literally said like their release schedule is gonna be based on when they feel the player base is ready for it, you know? And if at this point they still don't feel like the player base is ready, when like you said they've already lost like a big chunk of their player base, like I don't know. At that point they're just lying to themselves. At that point they're just lying to themselves. I don't know. Like I said, if it's like mid-March or later, I'm gonna go play AOS for the season. There's no way I'm sitting here grinding out like there's no way I'm sitting here grinding out like 1 and 2 star dungeons for the next like essentially 2 months if they announce it in March. Might be a rust angle. I mean, a lot of the boys already hopping on the rust like before the announcement. So I mean, if that announcement is too far away, like fuck. A lot of people I feel like are already kind of just holding on in hopes that the announcement is good, you know? Like we've already lost a significant chunk of the player base to people that just got tired of waiting. And I feel like if the date they give us tomorrow is too far away, we're gonna lose another chunk. Now that's not to say they won't come back, you know, when the content actually drops, but who knows? MMOs are so fucking volatile. If you're not giving the player base something they want to hear. How late did everyone stay up last time playing Rust? Are people gonna be fucking on for the fucking war? The schedules are a bit demonic. You went to bed before a lot of them? I came in here at like 3 my time, and they were still death matching. And they did it until like fucking 4 or 5 o'clock my time. So hopefully they start to wake up soon. Were you playing Bed Wars and shit with them last night, Bob? Boss died before that random mob. Lol. Lol. Dude, mastery is such a fucking grind. I've been doing so many dungeons and like so many token grind sessions. And I'm still like a level and a half off of where I want my spear to be. My dagger's still 19. I gotta do some contracts as well today. I'm almost about 80% 319 on both. Oh, that's actually huge. Being able to go into T2 with 2020, I mean, it's gonna be pretty big. Which, I mean, should be pretty realistic for most people, unless they announce it like this week. Hi guys, I have a big question. How can I drop the Templar Trident Spear? Only drop, not buy from the auction. The Templar Trident Spear? Oops. Wait, why does it not say where it drops from? What up, Crispy? How you doing, bro? Welcome to the stream, brother.
I can't believe I met another human being on this island. Did you get swept up in a tornado too? I'm the captain of a trading ship. Such a tornado wrecked my ship and left me adrift. And while we were overhauling the ship, the reptilians abducted
Templar Trident Spear. Let me try and... I don't know why it won't let me see like where you get it. I used to listen to TI all the time in high school. Haven't listened to a lot of TI recently. I'll fuck with it. What's better on T2 at a new mastery? Greatsword Dagger or Greatsword Spear? For a Tevin Greatsword, by the way. Honestly, okay, so I think offensively, and maybe in some scenarios defensively, Greatsword Spear looks very, very strong for T2. The only thing is that you have to be like prepared to adapt to the lifestyle of not using a dagger, right? Which gives you a lot of like survivability, a lot of utility. But from a strictly like the stats that you can get, Greatsword Spear looks very, very strong in T2. Like it looks like you can get plenty of hit to deal with the evasion users. You can build extremely tanky. Damage seems good. Like overall the build seems very, very strong. It's just I think it's a pretty big playstyle switch up from playing with a dagger. You got to play a lot safer. You got to play a lot more coordinated with like your healer and your party. You don't have the safety net of being able to like stealth disengage or smoke screen disengage. But I think like it looks very strong. Especially I think hands down it's the best for PvE. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. It's up to Uzi.
Geyser is about to erupt.
I'm not gonna make it. Uzi. All right, Uzi got it. Nice. Thanks. Yeah, of course, Max. Welcome to the stream, by the way. All right. While I wait for him to run over there, let's see if we can figure out where this trident spear comes from. Honestly, I have no idea. Can you look it up, like, on the website, maybe? Is it like a spear that's only craftable or something? Do 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 do. One, two, three, four, five, six. Dude, T1 dungeons are not bad at all. You burn through these so fast. Got six more I can run. And then like 3 T2s. And we just start stacking up crypt chests again. Rinse and repeat. It's our gameplay loop until Talandri, basically. PvP in between. Have you guys been doing anything other than just like spamming dungeons and working on mastery? Hey there, hey, what's up, Dark? How are you? Howdy, howdy. How was your weekend? What'd you get up to? My weekend went by way too fast, honestly. I don't even remember it. Like, I watched a couple movies. Oh my god, I watched a movie called The Substance. That shit is fucking, bro. That shit is mad weird. I watched Substance. I also watched the new Venom, like the newest Venom movie. It's okay. It's I don't know, man. Ever since Avengers Endgame, I've really been struggling to get into like the latest like superhero movies. Because I feel like they just keep dragging everything on. Because they're like, obviously it makes them a fuck ton of money, these like superhero movies. But at this point, it just feels so like outdone, overplayed, overdone, overcooked. Yeah, Valk, that's also true. Like if you want to like keep up with the story, you got to have all the context of like the previous, you know, 5 superhero movies that come before it. Just like, shit's exhausting. Only thing I could see on that spear is it's from a special vendor. Oh, is that the only place to get it, Luca? You think? Which vendor is it? Does it say? Or is it just a special vendor? The only superhero... Yeah, I did watch Deadpool vs. Wolverine. And I thought that was good, but like... I feel like the like fourth wall breaking shit that they do, I feel like it's so overdone. It's the wandering vendor? That's what it says in the crafting menu. Okay. Roman, if you're still here, Luca found out for you. that it comes from the wandering vendor. Thank you, Luca. I appreciate it, man. What website, Luca, did you use to find that? Just so I know in the future.
You helped me rescue my crew. Thank you so much.
Valk, what'd you think of Deadpool? Did you like it? Oh, you did the crafting menu. Oh. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I guess I could have just gone that route. The fourth wall gimmick should be used sparingly, not every scene. Yeah, like you could tell that they were they were super upset about the whole like Fox thing. Like I don't know the backstory on it, but as someone that didn't know the backstory and like I don't care to like, you know, that's not what I'm watching the movie for. I just felt like that shit was so overdone, so overcooked. I assume you're on early access. I am. Yeah, I'm on Zeroth, and it's very fun, man. It's super active. Essentially, a lot of the alliances, players, and guilds that came to this server came to it as, you know, the PvP server, and it's definitely lived up to the hype. Like, all of our night times are pretty action packed. The events are fun. Siege, wars, like, it's all really fun. Honestly, the most anticlimactic stuff has been the inner server where we have to fight people on other servers because how do I say this in the most non-BM way? It feels as if the competition across other servers is much lower than what Zeroth has to offer, for better or worse. But hopefully with like servers consolidating and player bases kind of coming together, it will strengthen some of these other guilds. So we'll see how it goes. If you ain't on Zeroth, you ain't comp. Facts. Any other server, you motherfucker drone, as they say. Do you not play BDO anymore? I mean, pretty much since Throne of Liberty came out, I haven't played very much BDO at all. But that's mainly because I feel like there's a severe lack of PvP in BDO at the moment. So now that AOS is back, depending on what news is announced for Throne and Liberty tomorrow, I might go back to BDO for this AOS season and kind of see where that takes me. So I haven't played a ton of BDO in the last couple months. Kind of waiting on BDO to get their shit together for the PvP scene. If they're able to accomplish that, that would give me a lot of incentive to go back to BDO. But right now, you know, from the outside looking in, BDO to me kind of feels more like an ARPG than an MMO recently, where you're just kind of like grinding gear to get more gear and like PvE faster, you know what I mean? Like there hasn't been a ton of that like PvP incentive for me. So AOS is interesting to me, and like I said, if the announcement tomorrow kind of shows a extended timeline for future content, then I'll definitely be checking out AOS. When do you think T2 is coming? I mean, I'm coping super hard when I say this, but if Amazon is paying attention to their player base and the needs of the individuals and the community as a whole, I'm gonna say mid-February. I'm being more realistic and a little bit doomer about the situation, I would say like mid-March. End of March, bro. If it's like mid-March, end of March, that's way too far away, in my opinion, to keep the player base happy. I feel like they're gonna have like, they've already had a pretty significant drop in the player base, but I think if they announce mid-March, they're gonna see another pretty fat drop. I think they need to get their patches together because T2 is going to be a month of downtime. I mean, it's kind of just the what am I saying? I almost said AOS special. It's the AGS special. Like, having played New Worlds and having dealt with AGS in the past, there's like a 80% proc chance for a patch to introduce new bugs and issues. So I fully expect this shit to continue to be bugged. What's the best part of PvP in Eternal Liberty? It's for the most part pretty incentivized. You know, whether you're earning Lucent, which is essentially like the cash shop currency, you earn like different buffs for your guilds. You fight over resources almost all the time. Like, there's almost always incentive to the PvP, which I think is extremely important. You know, a lot of the PvP in this game is not necessarily just a like for fun activity, right? So there's incentives, and it gives people a reason to like show up for a lot of it, which is nice. Do. I think they're struggling with some stuff internally, not gonna lie. The patch that just happened sort of showed some shit is going down for them to go live with that shit. But yeah, it's true. I mean, that's just, yeah, Luca, like I said, like after I've dealt with AGS for over a year in like other games, and it's just, it's pretty consistent in terms of like a patch coming out, adding new content. It almost always introduces new bugs. I mean, we've had patches in this game where there's not even any updates. You know, there's literally 0 updates. And even with 0 updates, there's still new bugs that are introduced to the game. And it's just like, how the fuck? Yo, Tyrek! Happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday. 92 months. Holy shit. Yo, Tyrek, thank you so much for the tier 3 and the 92. I'm sorry, alerts are broken today. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. Much love, brother. Thank you so much for the 92. Happy birthday. What you got going on for your birthday? What you got going on for your birthday? All is forgiven. Someone else baking you some goodies? End of March, they're doing server merges mid to end of February. Yeah, but even with them doing server merges then, do you think that necessarily like prevents them from doing the Talandre update before then? I feel like that doesn't really have any impact. Like, those, to me, those are like 2 separate things altogether. Stella Rose, my goat. What up, Zane? How are you? Tired of the same movies over and over? Oh, another Spider-Man movie? Let me guess. Villain is a threat Spider-Man has to overcome. And he goes through a 2-hour process and overcomes his villain. Kind of based. Kind of based. I thought that shit was like, I don't know. Like I said, like the Avengers movies all the way up to like Avengers Endgame I feel like was like prime superhero movies. And everything since then has been them trying to like stretch the amount of content and money they can get out of the superhero movies, you know? Had dinner with the folks yesterday. That's it. Otherwise, you gotta go. You got bit by a feral cat? What the fuck? Where? Just like walking down the street or what? Avengers was good, yeah, but they weren't remakes. It was one continuous story. Yeah, exactly. But then like, I don't know, the Avengers like series was so successful that they're like, oh shit, like we should branch off of this. We should branch off of that. We should, dive into this guy's story. It's like, bro, no one really cares. The Dark Knight was good. Dark Knight was really, really good. Tiny, why are you ringing your bell? Do you need something? How fast will this poison kill me? Ah, pretty fast. Surely I won't die in a T1 dungeon, right? Little close. You said you went outside yesterday morning and heard a cat going nuts. Dumb little shit got its head stuck under a neighbor's truck between the drive shaft and the transfer case. Spent an hour trying to get it out unsuccessfully. Put my hand too close to its face at one point and it bit through your glove. Nah, hell nah. At that point, we just leave the cat in there, you know? Nah, I mean, that's fucked up. Props to you for saving the cat. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. You did all that for the cat, only for it to literally bite the hand that was trying to free it. Down under. Jagor, what's up? AOS season is live. Where you at? I was been talking to the stream about it, and essentially my plan is to, like, we're getting a big announcement tomorrow for Throne of Liberty, and depending on, if the content is coming soon or if it's released later, we'll basically decide if I play this season of AOS. If the release schedule is like pretty far in the future for TnL, I'm definitely gonna come over and play the AOS season. If it's soon, then I'll probably stick with Throne. How's this season of AOS been so far? Down under. What up, Portion? How you doing, brother? Portion, are you still locked on a different server? Suck Hash way more broken than Suck Mewa? Okay, here we go, dude. Here we fucking go. Did we lose Uzi? Till Thursday, a few more days. Ooh, okay. What's your plan after? I didn't save it at that point. Useless neighbors were up and aware, so I left it to them. Assholes left it. Was still trapped when I got back from urgent care. I got it out eventually on its own, or someone got it. Oh, that's good. It got out. The story has a happy ending. We love that. We love that. Dinner time. Enjoy. Thanks so much for swinging by. Thank you for the resub. And once again, happy birthday, Tierk. Hope you have a great birthday, man. Thank you. You're lost. Might have to reapply to Bricked again. What weapons are you playing? Are you still on the Spear SNS, or did you give up on that? I'm sticking with SNS. Even in T2, I'm willing to switch to Greatsword if Spear sucks. I don't know, like, with how broken Blood Devotion is, I don't know. I don't think there's anything that Spear provides with SNS that makes it more valuable than being SNS Greatsword. SNS Greatsword is just, it's too juiced. Too juiced. I guess Spear has like the fear. You could have like one of those to engage for you. Fear is pretty busted. Need a Spear SNS that has Bell SNS and Bell Spear. Then you just go sicko mode. Dude, so many people, I feel like it needs to have a bow crossbow setup for PvE. Bunch of gamers. Might have to work on that in T2. For sure, I've definitely realized that after using Spear for this long now. Are you getting like any sort of decent fights on that server? Like, how was your siege yesterday? I'm just curious, like, because they've been talking a lot about the merges, right? And I'm curious if the merges are actually gonna bring like new talent into the PvP scene, or if it's kind of like, you know, we've seen it. We've seen what it's gonna be. It's not gonna get any better. Two more dungeons. Two more dungeons. We've cleared all our T1s. I could do like 3 T2s, but yeah. Yeah. Pretty dungeoned out, to be honest. These crypt chests, man. Been getting too many. Too many dungeon runs. Too many chests.
Let's get your stuff. Your belongings are safe and sound as usual.
Siege is kind of non-existent. The other alliance was able to take the castle at the start because they used an exploit to get in the castle early AF. An exploit? What was the exploit?
Leaving already?
Even on a rainy, it's best to stay stocked up on items. Please come again if you need anything.
I'll be here. Your belongings are safe and sound as usual.
What was this so-called exploit that occurred?
Your belongings are safe and sound as usual.
Do we know what time the Tlandre announcement is tomorrow? Well, the Tico talk or whatever was announced at 6 a.m. Pacific. I don't know if that's just like they try to release all their announcement at that time because it's like prime time for EU. So, I mean, realistically, it could be any time. They haven't announced it. That's just kind of what I'm theory crafting. Kind of what I'm cooking up. But thank you. Of course, of course, of course. What is this clip?
Bad. You guys are so fucking bad. No, they're not pushing. They're still not pushing. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. No, it's not over.
Yo, if you have res, you probably use res.
Was that TC? See you screaming at TC? Very looking clean. What up, Cal? Thank you, brother. How you doing? How you doing, Calinator? What's good, bro? What's good, brother? Do you guys have a riff? Yeah, we're fighting TC Hydra, like TC main guild. Well, it's like TC's only guild at this point, but yeah. Should be a good fight. Yeah, it should be. We're kind of running the gauntlet and just fighting like everybody on the server. We fought Oni, we fought Fury, we fought Corrupt. Now we're fighting TC. Then at that point, it's like, fuck, who do we fight? Fight Phoenix. I'd be down to fight Supple again, either guild. Down to just keep brawling, to be honest. Even if at some of these fights we get fucking rinsed, like, I feel like we still learn. Still learn, still improve. Like, I just want to fight everybody, to be honest. Bricked versus Brandong win. I think we might scrim helloing tomorrow, actually. Just depends on what our attendance looks like. How many kills did I get yesterday in Siege? I got 69. All right. 69. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know how many other guilds this happened to, but in like the last 10 minutes of Siege, we had like a mass DC go on, and I lost both the healers in my party. So we lost both the healers. So we were S&S Greatsword, 2 Spear Daggers, and a Spear Greatsword, trying to push into Throne Room, and no healer. And it was, yeah, I mean, essentially, like at that point forward, I think I got like 4 kills or something, because our healers like got kicked. It wasn't like a normal DC. They got like straight up kicked from the server. Pretty sure someone said a total of 8 or 9 healers of ours DC'd. That's good. That's good. It was anyone from Canada? It was just like a Canadian routing issue or something. The fact they reverted the safety timers in Siege was ass. I mean, I disagree with that strongly. I think without that bubble, going through the second choke is like impossible, unless you're fighting a guild or unless you're fighting an alliance that is just much weaker than you. Pushing that choke is like near impossible. I'm from Canada and I got DC'd. Oh, so it was like a Canadian, like some Canadian node issue or something. Because both of our healers are Canadian. So, time to, I think we gotta diversify a little bit. Gotta start picking up some healers from Mexico. Maybe get a couple Korean healers. You can run from mid to the left spawn without being flagged as wilds. I mean, that shit is wild. Don't get me wrong. But I also, like, if they're going to remove the bubble, I think that choke needs to be reworked altogether. Like, there needs to be other options rather than just like, I mean, without that bubble, it feels like getting inside the castle is just based on a gimmick, you know? I think at the very least, it should be long enough to where you can get into the second courtyard when the bubble falls off. At the very least. At the very least. Mm-hmm. Should be able to get in the courtyard, but nowhere near the throne entrance or up the stairs on the left. Yeah, maybe they make the cutoff point like let you get into the second courtyard, but then if you try to extend it anywhere outside of that courtyard, like, you know, whether you decide to grapple up either way or you decide to go up the throne stairs or you go up the stairs to the respawn 3, like that should cut off your immunity, you know, at the very least. Like, I don't know, that shit is just crazy to me. There needs to be some sort of in between, because I agree it's too long right now, but not having any immunity going into a choke that is literally this fucking big, it's just like you're just fucked, bro. Unless, like I said, you're significantly stronger than the guild you're fighting. Did your ping increase during Siege? Yeah, it usually does at any like mass event. Like conflict bosses, Siege, arc bosses. Like I see my ping go up at every single one of those events. Last 10 minutes of Siege, I wasn't able to play. Utilize, are you Canadian? We were just talking about that, actually. A lot of Canadians were not able to play the game, like, at all in the last 10 minutes of Siege. Some sort of, like, routing or connection issue with players in Canada. Because, like, both of the healers in my party and a lot of our healers in guild, I mean, a lot of our guild members in general are Canadian. But yeah, I lost both of my healers in the last 10 minutes of Siege. Like, they couldn't reconnect. If they did finally reconnect, they got kicked again. Like, it's insane. I was thinking it's because of how bad the weather is. You hear that Crossbow has a new mastery active. What does it do? It could be a weather issue. I don't know. Whatever it is, it fucking sucked, to be honest. Whatever it was. We have too many Canadians in the guild for shit like that to be happening. If a melee player hits you, they get knocked back like 5 meters and mini stunned after. What? Wait, what? That seems busted as fuck. Is there any like any conditions outside of that other than it's just like a melee player hitting you? $30-second CD, bro. That is fucking strong. Mm-hmm. All you need is detection on, and it's working. Right now, it's also working versus range as well. Well, that's good. They also got the 10 to 25 Gale stack change. Yeah, I did see that. Honestly, I don't think that's really a big deal outside of the Cordy crossbow. Like, it seems like it's a direct nerf to that, and like to most other things, it doesn't matter because the damage stays the same, right? Jude, what's up, brother? You ready for a war tonight? Are you ready for battle? Do 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 do. I'm ready as fuck. Can we get some more healers though? Bro, we were looking at the roster last night and we have 20 healers. Or 19. It's just, for whatever reason, our healer attendance is just fucking awful. Like, we actually have a decent amount of healers. They just don't show up. I don't know. I think composition wise and like player wise, I think we'll see some big shifts coming up soon. So we shall see. We have a lot of people that are volunteering to swap SNS, which is huge. We have some people that kind of seem like they're on their way out, which we can replace with, you know, again, like classes that we need. Shit, so I think moving forward will be good. But yeah, it does kind of suck right now. When, I mean, it sucks anytime people don't show up, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, it seems like it's the healers that don't show up a lot. Speaking of that, how's our attendance look for today? Who the fuck, bro? People have been changing their name to the dumbest shit lately. Okay, so we, dude, 3 healers missing. Literally, our absence list is 3 healers and 2 Blood Diva tanks. Sick. Healing is the opposite of fun. I think it depends on who you are. Some people really enjoy that shit. 3 healers, 2 tanks, dude. It's just like without fail, bro. It's always the shit that we need the most is always missing. Healers are the unsung heroes that are usually only recognized by guildies. I mean, honestly, there's certain healers in other guilds that I will like, I'll see and I'll be like, fuck, their party's not dying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these guys are fucking good ass healers. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to kill them or anyone in their party. But then there's also the opposite side of that coin where I see some healers and I'm like, okay, I don't know who's in this party, but that's gonna be free, you know? What up, ham cheese? I got the Tevin daggers, yes sir. We if you guys missed it, our last event, our alliance dropped 6 total weapons, and my guild specifically dropped 4. We got 2 wands, a greatsword, and daggers. It's fucking insane. I've never seen a guild drop that many ever from one boss, so thought that was pretty nuts. Do you guys break the arm? The arm died like right at the very end. No, it was conflict. It was conflict. Healing in this is like healing 5 blood DKs in Mythic Plus, pure panic mode. Well, I think like a healer's job is either simplified or, you know, becomes increasingly difficult depending on how your party, like how your static plays together. So if you feel like healing is that difficult, then it's probably because your party's not playing very well together, you know? If your party plays well together, they're, you know, grouped up nicely, they're playing off, you know, your SNS, who's blood devoing, like all your AoE heals are gonna hit everybody. It just makes your job so much easier, you know? I feel like the 2 situations that suck is like when you're either solo healing a party or when you're, you know, just healing people that don't play well with others. How do you get the arm down? You just have to fight on that side of the boss. Honestly, like, it wasn't even like an intentional thing, you know? We weren't like, you know, focus the arm, focus the arm. It's just, we are DPSing the boss, and the boss happened to have, like, you know, his arm facing our raid. But his arm literally, it, like, died when the boss was, like, 1%. Like, he was still doing the voice line for it, like, in the middle of him, like, the animation of him actually dying. He's like, oh, my arm. I don't know why I sounded like Arnold there, but you know, just imagine that, but Tevin is saying it, not me or Arnold. No, get down. My arm. That last part for sure, people who just run off is rough, yeah. I also feel like there's not a lot of healers. And I'm not saying that healers, like, this should necessarily be a healer's job, but I think that's something that helps a lot or goes like a really long way, is if healers are like a lot more vocal about like, hey Jim, like, I don't know where the fuck you are, but you're not getting any heals because you're too far away from me. You gotta reel it back. You know, like, I feel like there's not a lot of healers that keep their party members in check. I was watching my VOD and I was the only one speaking. I mean, that should not be happening in any parties. What the fuck? Are you talking about like for Siege, or was this like a Rift or a Boon or what? You should never be the only one talking. That is, we gotta address that. Someone's gonna be in trouble. Siege, it was just you and Burger talking? What party are you? Wait, your brother's in your party. What the fuck? He should be vocalizing his blood divas and stuff. That's somewhat like, if you're playing blood diva tank, you 100% need to be vocal. So that shit's so important. I know the rest of those guys are pretty quiet though. Solar Dodge refining. I guess he could be more vocal. I mean, they should be calming like, hey, I'm about to pop this. Get close. Get on me. Poppin' DR. Poppin' Blood Devo. That shit's important. Is it illegal to give my 21,000 Lucent away? Or in a matter of fact, my whole account? My PC can't handle the PvP anymore? Is it legal to give it away? I mean, yeah, I think so. I think as long as you're not like you're not like selling it for actual money. If you have a homie that's like, you know, they throw up a piece of food or something and you spend all your Lucent on it, I think that's fine. You just can't like real money trade. I just want to give it to a guild member. Do you want to give it to me? I could be your guild member. I'll take it off your hands if you don't want it. Rebellious, what's up? How you been, man? Enjoying the throne grind? The throne grind's been a little stagnant lately. I'm not gonna lie. There's an update. Well, an announcement tomorrow. I prefer to help plebs gear up. I mean, dude, I'm using a resistance spear. I'm a pleb. Is he buying it? Is he buying it? Yeah, there's an announcement tomorrow going on for 7 daggers acquired. Shh, 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 shh. It's okay. You don't. How are you gonna be the only motherfucker on Twitch that actually reads titles, dude? God damn it. Yeah. So there's a stream tomorrow that's gonna have like basically the announcements for the upcoming content in TnL, and if the timeline is decent, then I'm gonna be excited. If the timeline's like, you know, pretty far out still, I'm probably gonna go back to BDO for a little bit and play some AOS. So, where's the countdown? Do we know what time that shit goes live tomorrow? To actually have a countdown? Gonna need Vert to quit anyway, so I can fill his guild spot. You want to take GM? Oh, siege. Haven't been gaming much, but I'm hyped for AOS. I mean, I'd be excited to go back and play it, but I'm not overly excited to play BDO, honestly. I got the red Peggy the other day with the 2 free attempts. Damn, boosted. Boosted. Yo. It's all quiet in here. Everyone's meditating. Getting ready for the boon tonight. What up, Gala? How are you? I'd much rather see some updates to Throne, but they're taking their time. Bro, for real though, Jude? Like, what the Hello? They're taking their time, bro, which is kind of annoying. Because they said specifically they weren't going to take their time and that the updates would, you know, the updates would be based on players' progression. And, you know, it's pretty obvious that most players are ready for new content. Wait. I forgot I was doing this event. Ugh. Do. I don't know. I'd be running the 1 and 2 stars and then kids can't cube walk. Maybe that's what they're going off of. I mean, shit. You might be right about that. I don't know where. Like, I don't know the background of a lot of these MMO players that are coming into Throne, but for whatever reason, bro, like, this is hands down the worst PvE community that I've ever played an MMO with. Like, dude, it's got to be the most simplistic dungeons. I swear these dungeons are not that hard, but like, you would think they're the hardest. EU dungeons are fun. NA is hell. Is it it's a NA brain problem? Do around.
Welcome to the guild shop.
No.
That's right. I'm Agatha, the Vienta Village contract court.
And it'll be there. So did the arcade mode pattern, bro. It's so fucking easy. Like, even the dimensional trials, like, I really feel like they don't even get that much harder. It's just doing the same mechanics more times, you know? Because because of the additional HP of the boss, like, you just have to go through the mechanics more often. But even that is just like, people just fall apart. They just crumble. I played tank in both servers, and NA experience on random queue was always hell. I mean, makes sense to me. I only have experience on in the NA dungeons. and they've been hell. So I wonder sometimes what these people do on the Lost Ark dungeons. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. In NA, anytime you had to pug those dungeons, it was hell. I'm gonna be real. What up, K-Dangs? You think this is vert? Wait, you think this is vert bad? Think this is bad vert? Bro, you need to play West Coast? Yeah, I started making a West Coast all up. But I'm gonna be honest. I started to feel how much better the West Coast servers felt compared to the East. Since I'm a, you know, I live on the West Coast. And like, it feels like a completely different game playing this game on low ping. To the point where, I don't know, if I would have kept playing my West all, I might have just mained West. That shit feels so much better. They absolutely feel like bots. Maybe they're just boomer that had nostalgia from Lineage 2 or something. Can't press buttons. No offense, but age gap. Hey. What? Hold on. Why are you saying no offense to me? Why are you saying no offense to me? Hold on. Hey, congrats on the 7 daggers. Thank you, kiddings. Appreciate it, man. You represent the NA community like hell. Like hell I do. I do not. I'm basically like, with how strong my EU heritage is, I'm basically an EU refugee just playing on the NA servers, you know? Mr. Streamer Man face and throne. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Alright. Finish these contracts, then we're gonna do some bosses. You look EU person way more than you look NA. I mean, I'm very Irish. Very Irish. Both on my my mom and my dad's side. Do. You can't see it super well on my beard, but when I grow my beard out, it's like it's literally red. Bro, it looks like a first baseman straight out of Texas. I mean, I did play a lot of baseball. I was not first base though. Played shortstop, second base, and pitcher. I miss baseball. I was thinking about just joining like the fuck? I was thinking about joining like a local like softball or baseball league just for fun. It's been a while since I played. Yeah, like a beer league. I think that'd be fun. Except I don't really drink, so. What is going on? Why can I not interact with this? I don't know. Might have to restart my game. Well, fuck. Alright. Restart real quick. Frisbee golf is where it's at. I've tried frisbee golf a couple times. I don't like. It's not that I like dislike it. It just didn't really hook me in. But I feel like it probably depends on the people you're playing with, for the most part. Gotta go with a few buddies and it's super chill. Yeah, I went with like when I went with like my friend and then like his friend group from his work. And so I only knew the one friend, and honestly the other people were super awkward. Hello? You gonna open for me? You pull a back muscle out in the woods, have to crawl back to your car. Oh, hells. I think I'm going skiing in a couple weeks again. I was pretty fucked up after skiing the first time. What server are you on? I'm on Zeroth. Manuel, welcome to the stream. Sorry I didn't see your message right away. Here we go. I used to play with my dad. Frisbee golf? Is that what happened to you? Did you pull your back out? Oh, Jesus. Sounds painful. Worst part of disc golf is trying to find your discs if you throw them out in the motherfucking woods. I could see that. The course that I played was pretty open, but there's a course that's actually really close to my house, and like you can see like the first hole from the road, and the first hole is like in the middle of a bunch of trees and like really, really tall grass. So I could definitely see that being an issue. What up, Shade? Still on Zeroth, baby. When are you coming over? When are you coming over? Is good to live in NA? 3 of my close friends moved there 3 to 4 years now. Moved to NA? I guess it depends where you're coming from. Depends where you're coming from. What up, Pinks? On my 4.4 main or 4.2 alt. Damn, you've been playing the alt that heavy still? You're coming from Greece? Yeah, I don't really know what the situation's like in Greece, but if you're willing to come here and work hard, there's definitely a lot of opportunity. Hello.
The evil spirits possessing the power of darkness are gathering around the soul stone.
I was curious. They don't leave their homes. They work and play WoW. If I move, I just move to Europe. I can't live on NA according to the internet. Oh. Interesting. How do I push for 4.4k? I'm fully traded out. Purple max skills, mastery 17. I'm 4.2. It's probably your rune levels, kiddangs, and then getting your mastery to 20 for both. That's another 120 gear score. You get 20 per level. All right. Make sure you're in alliance comms, and then we'll probably split off into our party comms. Jumbo dog. We gotta talk to these guys about the sleep schedule. Do you see that? Do you see that? I wonder if that's what happened yesterday. Because apparently it was like all Canadians that DC'd.